All right, friends. Hopefully you and your partners are discussing 64 and what patterns you could create. You can be, Charlie, you can be as creative as you want with these patterns as long as you're following the rules that it told us. So, I should probably use, I have my cards all randomized for teams, but 1B, Cora, here's the card that I can see. So it is back there in the shelves, or wait just a moment.
Oh, what?
And I can get it for you. Hey guys.
What?
We're like doing, well, okay, I'll give you like 60 more seconds because these are two separate things. Then we're going to come together, talk about what sort of patterns you made, and then we're going to try to keep moving on because I'm trying to quickly get to all this. Also, choir people, you will not be here Monday morning. You will be at your dress rehearsal. So I'm trying to get through stuff a tiny bit quicker. Which also means people that will be here Monday, if we're done with the mastery, I don't know what we're doing yet, but it's the awkward just day before, Outsiders Day before Discovery Day. And if you did not grab papers from back here, there are actually two papers back there. I'm hoping the closures do not become your homework. I'm hoping. All right, Cora, on A, what does this really, can you tell me what we can gather from the graph? And if you can write it as the rule, like y equals, that would be awesome. No, you're good. So at x is 1, the point is at 5. So actually, it almost sounds like you're talking about like a table. So when x was 0, where was y? Sweet. And then we could do 2 also, if you wanted. You want to pass it to someone else for the rule? All right, so then, Vivian, can you tell us what the rule is here? Yeah, our growth factor is 3. So 3 times the x, because that 3 happens over and over again. And then the thing that only happens once is we started at 2. And we only did it once, and that's why we just have it once. So plus 2. Wonderful. Will, which I heard a rumor you weren't going to be here. Maybe you weren't here when carpool got dropped off or something.
I wasn't here until connection.
Okay, so is Hannah here now too?
No.
Okay, she's not here. Because I was trying to randomize teams earlier to try to be even. Will, can you help me with part B over here? Sure. Yeah, if you got the rule. Yeah, 14 minus 3. Oh man, too many colors. X. Or, guys, really, like, what the habit you want to get in, especially because this is how you'll mainly see it on your homework, our y-intercept, our b value, that will put first, which is fine. Mathematically, that's fine. But what we normally see is the growth comes first. And if you really want to ask me, like, well, why? I think it's so when we go to look at graphs, we're like, oh, this is a -3. It's a pretty steep negative line. And where did it start, quote unquote? 14, because it doesn't always start there, right? That's just the y-intercept. So if you made tile patterns, your tile patterns would just want to go with the pattern that we see. And eventually, I think by figure 5, I think this tile pattern kind of disappears and becomes sort of negative. Any big questions from this homework last night, aside from we talked about these were misaligned, right? So the 1 goes with 7, 2 goes with 9, 0 goes with 4, 1 goes with 2. We did this yesterday. Right? Any big questions from this homework? No bueno. That means no good. Or do you mean no, yo bueno? Like, no, I'm good.
No, I mean no bueno. I mean
Okay.
this is not homework.
I had a question about this. This wording is maybe weird. Hey, friends, you do need to, if you care about this, you do need to pay attention to this. If you go into CPM and you go into the ebook, I wish I could show you what it looks like for you guys, but in reference, so at the bottom of your ebook, sorry, and for you guys it would be CC3, but at the bottom of your ebook chapters, reference, checkpoints, and this tells you, hey, this is checkpoint 4. So if you want to check your answers, you can go to checkpoint 4, and it also reviews what you need to know. Right? So not only does it have the answers if you scroll down to the bottom, but it reviews a lot of the math that you're doing, like area of a circle, circumference of a circle, like everything you need. So use your ebook, use the checkpoints. Bottom of the chapter selection, reference, checkpoints. Cool. Cool. All right, what else did I have planned before Desmos? So for this pattern, I want you and your team, you do not have to draw it, but what you need to figure out, how many tiles would be in figure 0. This is not on your paper. How many tiles would be in figure 0? And what is the rule that would explain this growth? So I'll give you like a couple minutes, I think. You can write down whatever you want. You don't have to, but you can. Who's not here? I need to try to balance my teams. Yeah, like in this class, I think everyone, right? Now that Owen's fine. Oh yeah, he is not here, right? Hey, has anyone seen Jace today?
I have.
She is here? Oh, maybe she left. Really good.
It's 4 L's and then the lines just stick out.
I know, that's why I had your card taken out, because I knew you weren't here this morning, but now that you're here, you get to just join whatever team you want. What? I'm just not going to use cards today because this is super annoying. But all my cards are ready to beat teams. What is the growth? We'll just take anybody, shout out the answer. What is the growth here? 4, which if you were trying to shade it, right, it'd be like this little. Who sees that and goes, oh, Tetris piece? Yeah, right? The Tetris L piece? Absolutely. So then in reverse, we'd be going down 4. So figure 1 would have how many tiles? 7. So figure 0 would have 3. So the rule here, the rule is what?
Y equals.
Y equals 4x plus 3.
And now the last thing we're doing before Jenga. If I tell you a certain figure has 79 tiles in it, what figure is it? Talk with your partner about how you could solve that. A certain figure.
Wait, 4 times, that would be 19. 4 times 10 is 40. Double that, 4 times 20 is 80. minus 4, so 19.
20.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Wait, we're dividing by 4, right? So that
I tag her in when I need
Yeah.
to look through.
I did that.
There's a teacher. There's this teacher who has a TED talk. It's hilarious. He talks about like he has been teaching for whatever amount of years, and he's talking about like I think like awards he's won or whatever. And he's like, and you know what I do in the classroom every day? I do nothing. And he goes on to talk about I have kids take attendance, I have kids do this, I have kids do that. And he just talks about how like he delegates all these responsibilities. He's like, shoot, I have kids teach my lessons. It's a very funny TED talk. Mick, would you do my job for me and explain to people how we could do this problem?
Okay, so if you know that one of them is 79 tiles, you just work in reverse.
What do you mean? Where's the 79 go? You told me exactly what to do,
Oh,
but where could we put the 79? Is it the X or the Y?
oh, the bar.
It's the Y, right? No, you're good. You talked me through all the work, but I never asked you, did you start here? So if you wanted to start somewhere, you plug it in for the Y. But Nick, what do we do?
You go in reverse, so you subtract 30.
Reverse.
76.
76 trombone. Sorry, we do what now?
And then if you divide 76 by 4, you get 19, which is your answer.
Does anybody even know the song I just started? It's from Music Man.
What's it? Say it again.
76 trombones led the big parade.
Sir, I'm sorry. This is
110 clarinets.
Sir, this is not our generation. See, I know things from like my
Ow!
generation. Oh!
Shots!
The one before you.
Fired!
See, I don't think about the one before you.
Would you like a shovel to dig this hole deeper?
I can dig a hole.
What was X? What was X? 19, right? Let's play Jenga.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get better if you keep explaining it.
Your music is good.
Well, no. I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad. Like, it's kind of vibing, but it's like we never. We were never in that time.
All right. Vivian, you're going to get lucky and get to stay where you are because you're just on top of my deck. So, here is Vivian's team. We'll make them the central team since they'll, like, locate back there. Who else? Cora, you get to stay where you're at, and we'll push those two tables together with your table and Charlie's table. So, Cora, Maddie. Wait, am I on the right? No, wrong side of the screen. Cora, Maddie, Alex, Charlie, Mick. Oh, a lot of you get to stay where you are.
We love you.
And that is the South team, because making team names was taking too long.
No,
And
please,
Claire,
Please,
Beatrix,
sir.
Ahmad. Look, if you want to make another team name, you can be like South whatever. I don't care. But, all right, get with your teams. Yep, so if you're this column, you're over here. Right, and we can push these tables together however we want. You don't want to be right here because you're right next to the tower. So, I mean, you can move this table forward. You don't want to be right up.
I made it fun.
You can walk whatever feels
Oh, it's fine. I got it. I'm
You could also just lift this and then prop this up. Oh, you're doing this. Is that what you're doing?
We are going to. Okay.
Just don't break the lid.
Wait, sir.
We should unlock them. I can't find the final set of bills. Sorry. I am.
You can
Just set your table. Know that I am.
Well, you're not. I'm just
I
vibing
am.
out.
If I do this 5 seconds,
I'm not rude. I'm just
We have a rapport. We have a playful rapport. And Magna pretty much always respects where the line is. She normally doesn't cross the line until she says things like that. We're not our generation.
Okay, no. Okay, please. It's like,
Which line? Where's the line?
it's kind of like, see, I know the generation, like, I know a lot of things about that, but like, you were just,
Our Jenga game has 30 questions. Because every piece of every question can be a Jenga question. The Chapter 4 closure Don't ask me why I made it like this, but our questions 1 through 16. The chapter 3 closure are questions 17 through 30. Once everyone is seated and looks ready to go, we will get rolling. But if you did not get the chapter 3 or 4 from back in the back, well, and I guess 3 and 4, get those. Just make a choice, man. If you need me to like randomly roll a die, I can. All right.
Yeah, but like who has a 30-sided die? Who has a 30?
D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's puppy paws too. 4. Go with Amir's team. There you go. And I will put your card with Amir's team. All right, like we always do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Our North team is going to lead us off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who goes second? 3. Our South team. So we'll go North, then South, then Central.
Okay, so our name is the Southern Plains.
Okay, sure. North. Wait, North. Who's North? Ahmad.
Because it has a special
North,
place in my
then South,
book.
then Central.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Gus. Pick a number. Chapter 3 is on the bottom. Chapter 4 is on the top. 13. It's from chapter 4. 13. It is from chapter 4.
Oh, I saw this.
Make sure you discuss with each other. Make sure you agree. This is teamwork.
Can we get my board?
You guys can get whatever you want.
Okay, but like, I don't know, maybe you just like shizzle.
School appropriate.
I didn't say anything. It wasn't.
Everyone knows what that means.
Nobody doesn't know what anything means. So.
Actually, you're probably right.
See? What markers? You guys got a big old bucket.
Over by the scoreboard because kids are keeping the score over there today.
So it's negative 5 times 2.
No, times negative 2.
How is it negative 2? Because it's x,
Y
y.
equals negative 2.
Oh, I thought it was just 2.
Orange, green, dark blue, red, or black.
Mr. Hudson, why does it say Unit 2 Jenga?
Because this was Unit 2. Chapters 3 and 4 was our second unit of the year. Yeah. I sometimes know what I'm doing. Only sometimes. Let's go like 1 minute more for this problem. Remember to talk with your team to be ready for a steal if you think this was tough and the team doing it might make a mistake. Just be ready. About 30 seconds here, unless you guys are already ready. You realize this is not an equation, it's an expression, right? There's no y-intercept or slope, or it's just an expression.
Like the addition number.
Are you guys ready or no? All right, Gus, as our question master for the first problem, what is the simplified expression?
Negative xy plus 30.
And then when you plug in, substitute x and y, you got 40. 40 is correct. So check if you made a mistake. 40 is correct. 13 is gone. Send someone to the board for the North team. And South, Mick, pick a question. 17. This is from chapter 3. It is problem 118, because for some of these I included what problem it is.
Oh, sure. Is that you? Oh, baby Micah. Sad.
That was like 8 years ago, probably. Maybe. That was way before the construction. That's old. Yes, yeah. In Mega Jenga. Now we were going to keep building the tower columns. You're fine. Finish building the tower. Side ones, you get 9 total. So make sure you give. Hey, Gus, do you want your points? Oh, yeah.
No, that's
So you get the new tally marks. Your tally mark board is right 9 plus because you're probably going to get more points. Yeah, I'll take my ball and go home. Different like just like, or whatever. I'll take my ball and go home so none of you can play.
Mr. Hudson, that's not very nice.
You're right, it's not very nice.
So I will be
I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to do this game, but like those tryhards in what's it called? In freaking dodgeball. Nobody cares if it hit me. I'm sorry. Like, what was I supposed to do?
You sound like
No, it's negative 2x plus y.
Because I do. I got hit in the face with like those freaking like gaga balls, and then my whole scratch right here.
So, as entertaining as this is, I'm just going to say, if we don't end up getting all the closures done, it might just be your fault.
It's not my fault. We're doing it.
Give me 1 second. 25.
Remember which part of the rule does what. Double check with your teammates. Make sure you know which part of the rule does what.
It makes sense.
The answer is y. What is DJ Hudcap?
You will meet him at the Halloween canteen. Ooh, he needs to put up a request list. Maybe I'll text him and tell him he needs to. For the Halloween canteen. We gotta start getting requests so DJ Hudcap can make the playlist. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now, guys, I hear some of us being really smart and going ahead and working through more problems than just this single one because you know the other problems are buried in here somewhere. But Mick, for this set, what rule did you guys come up with? That is correct. 17 is gone. Send someone up. And Will, you get the next question. 3 from chapter 4. Specifically, figure 100. How many tiles will figure 100 have?
Well, that's an interesting one.
Is there a reason that you're talking like that? Can we just talk normal? Thank you. Simon, would you vote the trailer or the intro?
Intro.
Yeah, okay. So wait, Simon, are you talking about the So Long and Thanks for All the Fish song?
Huh?
Are you talking about So Long and Thanks for All the Fish? Or is there a different one at the beginning? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens. How bad is it? Is it a math typo or grammar or spelling? Because math typos and I owe you.
Yeah, better word that.
Better word. Equation relationship to a better word than. That should be a than, right? I will change. Is that chapter 3 or 4? Will, how you guys doing? Figure 100? Try. You're good. I'm just checking in. If you guys were done, we'd take your answer. So you guys are agreeing, you're just doing it different ways. So if no one's wrong, then no one's wrong. team. Talk to your team. All day tomorrow also. Will's team is ready. All right, so I'm not going to dissect every piece of this because those are other questions, like in the Jenga game. So I know that this is only part F. Yeah, the other parts are in different questions. So figure 100. How many tiles, Will? 605 is correct. We will talk about the other aspects of that pattern when we get back to those problems. That was Will. And with that, Will can send someone up, so yourself or somebody else. But then with those points, that will be it for today, and we will pick this back up right when you guys get in tomorrow. So get back in your groups, get your papers back out. Hey, this is not your homework. We will keep doing it tomorrow. If you want to work on it, fine. If you don't, great. We'll try to get it done tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, but it's only worth 7 total. Remember, the outside blocks are worth more, so that's up to you. The outside blocks are worth more because they're more dangerous. So it's up to you. All right, save this as...